Well guys, here it is, the set that everybody has been making videos on. This is the 501st Legion Clone Troopers, set number 75280. The price of this set is $30. It came out this year in 2020, and it has 285 pieces. So really quickly, instruction manual, about the size of smaller set instructions, and then the box. Good box. And yes, it does have thumb tabs. So I'm expecting all of the summer 2020 sets to have the thumb tabs. Maybe not the AT-AT, but I'm not entirely sure because I don't have it. So let's get into this set really quick. So yeah, I guess we'll just start off with the minifigures. So up first, we have the battle droid, just to kind of get it out of the way. Just a regular, standard battle droid. Nothing too spectacular here. But yeah, just battle droid, regular blaster rifle. And one interesting thing about this battle droid and the second one, because it comes with two, is I think they used a different plastic for the legs. I think they molded the plastic for the legs with a different type of plastic than they used to. I'll have to compare this guy to my other battle droids, but I think they've changed the plastic of the legs. So we'll move on to the next figure. Next up, we have the 501st Clone Trooper. Now, this guy's a completely new rendition of this trooper, and this guy looks great. I really have to say he looks awesome. He's got footprinting. The leg printing is different. Every part of printing is different, and it's just better printing. Quality wise, it's better, and just looks wise, it's better. Also, this blue stripe, it's actually flush like with the fin, so it's not like too to the side or too far back or anything like the old ones would be. It's perfect. So this guy's really good. So you get 3 of them. 2 of them have... Sorry about that unnecessary cut there, guys. My dad just called me. But yeah, what I was saying is 2 of the 501st Clone Troopers have the regular blasters, and then there's another one that has this longer blaster. I guess it's supposed to be a DC-15A, but I'm not entirely sure. It's 2 pieces. This thing, I don't know what this is. What sets it, oops. I don't know what sets it goes with, like what other sets have it in it, but I've never seen it before. So it is 2 pieces, not 1. So we'll move on to the final figure. Next up, the final figure is the 501st Jet Trooper. Now, this guy looks pretty cool. He's got blue arms. I forgot to mention a couple things. The 501st Clone Troopers do not have blue arms anymore, and they don't have the black hip piece. Their hip pieces are white, and their arms are white, but the Jet Troopers' arms are blue. Another thing I forgot to mention is the faces are changed. They are the new faces. Yeah, he just has a regular blaster. The instructions say to give one of the 501st Clone Troopers the longer blaster. Then he has a blue jetpack, which I don't know if this is a thing yet, or like if this is new. But yeah, I've never seen a blue jetpack on any figure before, so that's cool. Just take his head off real quick. That doesn't sound good. But he has back printing as well, with the kind of like blue stripe there. So yeah, this is a really good figure. I think it's a really good side figure to put in there because you see, I mean, quite a bit of these guys in the battle at the beginning of the Mandalore arc. So, I mean, getting this battle pack and this mega pack or whatever people would call it, like getting a ton of them and getting a ton of Jet Troopers actually isn't a bad rap because you see a lot of them in that arc. So, yeah, let's move on to the set, which is the builds themselves. First up here, we have the AT-RT. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but this sticker here on the front is a little misplaced there. It's a little off. There's a ton of stickers on here. I got a majority of them pretty straight, but some of them are pretty bad. So yeah, other than the stickers being a lot, there really are a lot of stickers. It's a good AT-RT. I mean, it's smaller, so it's not the perfect scale, but I mean, it's bigger, and LEGO's always done bigger ATRTs, so there's no real gripe there. Comes with 2 clips on the back. There's already a pair of binoculars or whatever they call them in Star Wars there. Then they've got the handlebars, which, yes, everyone mentions this. When you pull the trooper off, since the handlebars are connected in a different way, the handlebars won't pop off. It'll just be the trooper popping off and not the actual bars. So you have a little control panel there on the top. This stud shooter moves around like that. I wish it was a longer blaster. I think everybody does. It shoots like a regular stud blaster, stud shooter. These toes move, interestingly enough, and the legs move, which is not interesting because they should move. Feet move, and the top part of the legs move. So yeah, there's also this little bar back here that moves, but you're not supposed to move it. Just supposed to be there for detail. These flaps move, like so, and this front thing moves, but you're really just supposed to keep these in the same spot. There's also these antennas back here, which they move, and they're also shortened, which some, like that ATRT back there, those antennas are huge. They're huge. Oh no, there goes my dog. So yeah, we'll go and move on to the speeder. Holy. Listen to him. Holy crap, that actually did scare me. Huh. Jesus, I hate his bark. It's so sudden. It's just like this howl, this scream. It's terrible. Oh my God, he needs to get a better bark. That's really bad. But anyways, bringing myself back, I just had to go let him out. We have the BARC Speeder. Now, this thing is obviously oversized, so like the ATRT. It's very long. It's longer than any of the other speeders that I actually have. So what I'm going to do at the end of this video is I'm going to compare a few of these different things, 501st Clone, ATRTs, and speeders, and all that kind of good stuff there. But yeah, just go through the speeder real quick. Got stud shooters. Just shoot one. They work like stud shooters should. One thing I actually found interesting was that they put this little nub in here under this bar thing, which, yeah, I think that's actually accurate. That's supposed to be there, which none of the other ones actually have, or at least the ones that I own. There's these little, I don't know, paddle-looking things here that you can twist, but they're supposed to just stay straight. Sticker on the front. This one's pretty easy to place. These stickers, not so easy. See, I don't know if you can tell, but this is a little off from this. You see there, it's hard to place all these stickers, right? This one's pretty good. This one's pretty flush. Then you actually get blaster rifles. So if like you're buying like 1 million of these things and you're a Bricklink person or whatever, and you sell these, you can sell blasters too, which is really nice. So that means the price of blasters should go down, which I'm happy about, because I need a lot of blasters for certain clones and stuff. So yeah, we got handlebars here. It's actually a really interesting system where somehow these move separately, but they're on the same bar, which is interesting. I kind of like how that works. They kind of had to feel out the friction of that and see that that would actually work, which is cool. And yeah, this thing, when you set it down, it is nice and flush on the ground. So it's not like this is like tilted like that or anything. So yeah, I don't really see anything. These are just the extra studs. So I always put them on the build. Other than that, I mean, the last thing would be the seat here. The seat's a nice tiled off seat. So yeah, let's get into the comparisons and then my final thoughts on this set. First up, we'll compare some builds here. We have the ATRT, the new one, and then we have the old one, the 2013 one. So let's get into this. So first off, the big thing is the size. The new one is way better scaled. It's not minifigure scale, but it's closer than the 2013 one, which is very big. I mean, I would say it's the biggest ATRT out of any ATRT LEGO has made. It's huge. But a good thing about this one is the cannon. The cannon is 1,000,000 times better. I mean, they didn't have stud shooters at this time, But even the 2019 one back there has a stud shooter on it, and they still made it into a good looking cannon. I mean, they didn't try with that. I would say that is probably like one of the only flaws of this entire set, if not the only flaw. So yeah, moving on. Basically, like the color scheme, the feet are different color scheme. I don't know if you can tell there, but these are made with light gray, and these are made with dark gray. And yes, the handlebar situation is different. There's actually a control panel on here, and there's no control panel here. So yeah, you can kind of see with the handlebars here, it's the handlebar situation where if you like pull it, the handlebars will come right off. This one they don't. This ATRT also does not have clips for stuff, but it does have a little section in here where you can put the gun. Another thing is if you're a kid and you're playing with this, and let's say you're just walking this thing around and you hit your hands on there, that thing will go flying off, which that I always found annoying. This, walking it around, hit this, it doesn't fly off. So that's one thing that I really like about this one better than this one, because these things don't come off. Another thing is the legs. I feel like these legs have more detail, more pieces were used in them. These ones, I feel like look thin and small compared to these ones. I feel like they could have looked a little more detailed, but they try to add detail with the stickers, but they kind of just make those like calf areas a little thin. And yeah, I guess the underside of the ATRT, nothing too substantial there. But yeah, just less dark gray on this one, a lot more dark gray on that one. So yeah, we'll go to the Bark Speeder. So I brought over the old, 2011 battle pack, the clone battle pack with the 2 bomb squad troopers, the ARF trooper and the Horn Company trooper. Now, this is definitely completely different. Also the style of the Bark Speeder changed a little bit. I don't know, I'm trying to think. I think at the beginning of the Clone Wars, the Bark Speeders looked more like this, where they didn't, like this curved and come all the way to the front. And then towards the end, this curve was kind of all the way up here, like it is there. But yeah, this one, I'd have to say this one looks way better because this one's so long. I mean, this thing is really long. I mean, when you see it in person, you really realize that this Bark Speeder's long. It really is. So yeah, I mean, not a ton different. They didn't have stud shooters here, so they're on here now. And I mean, everything else other than just the length, I mean, looks fine with this one. It's got a way better seating area, and it just overall looks better flushed. So yeah, move on to the troopers, and probably the ones everyone's looking forward to. Here we go. We have the 2 501st Clone Troopers. Let me just position myself better. Okay, I'm good now. So here we go. We have the 501st Clone Troopers, the 2013 one, and the new 2021. Now, yes, I mean, right off the bat, you can see tons of differences. There's a lot of differences. I mean, the knee pads are similar, but this one, the 2021, is better. It also has footprinting on the 2021. The 2013 one did not. The black waist is gone to make room for the new white waist, which in my opinion, I think this looks better, the white waist. The old one has the blue arms. New one has white arms. The white arms are more accurate, but I mean, it'd be nice to have arm printing. I mean, that's the goal, is arm printing, but you can buy those off of Firestar Toys or whatever that website's called. Not sponsored because, you know, I only have 13 subscribers. Yeah, subscribe. Anyways, the torso is different. It's definitely different. This one is more of like a rectangular line. It's not a rectangle exactly, but it's closer. And this one's more of like a triangle look. I don't know if you can see the difference there, but this one looks more like a triangle. This one looks more like a rectangle. I don't know which one's more accurate, but overall, excluding that design, the torso on this one looks better and more detailed. It looks more Clone Warsy as well. This one just looks kind of basic. Then the helmets. Now, this helmet, I think we can all agree looks better. The cheek printing is one thing that people have struggles with liking, but I'm fine with the cheek printing. Seeing it in person now, I think it looks okay. It doesn't add like amazing detail to this clone trooper, and it doesn't like take away the look of this clone trooper. It's just kind of like there. But yeah, as you can see with the fin of the 2013 one, I don't know if you can see, but this blue design here is more like pushed that way, like onto the fin. I don't know if you can kind of see that there. This one is perfectly flush with the fin. I can't get it to focus. I'm using my phone, so that's probably why. And then the underside, the chin area, not much different. I mean, not much you can do there. That's different. The breathers are different colors now. This one was like a blue, and now this is a gray. Those, I don't know if they're called breathers or what they are. Helmet mold's exactly the same, so nothing's different on the back. Oh yeah, and their backs look pretty similar. This one's got more detail though. This one's just basic. And then we take off the helmet to reveal our bug-eyed Clone Wars guy and our new perfectly accurate guy. So here we go. Yeah, we got bug eyes, we got inaccurate flesh tone, and just does not look good. This one, beautiful, amazing, perfect. Can't be better. I mean, I don't know what they could do to make that any better. I really don't. I think it looks perfect. So yeah, what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna place my 501st clones into the clone army, and we're gonna add the set to the army. And who knows about the droids? The droids, they're outmatched. Now, the 501st clones have been added to the clone army. Now they're down in there with the rest of the 501st. Got a couple missing helmets, so that's why that looks kind of interesting there. Why they're guys with plain heads. They're just missing helmets. I've included the incompletes in here because, you know, I mean, they're still clones. I mean, come on. It's not like 99 couldn't be a clone. I mean, he was a clone, so include everyone. So yeah, the army is looking much better, much more complete. I mean, we got another HERT in here and another speeder. I mean, these guys are now, they're decked out. They're ready to go. I set up my army a little different this time. I usually set it up in rows of like from oldest to newest, and like from phase 1, old to new, and then phase 2, old to new. But now I kind of set it up in like, I guess, army form where like all the scouts are together, all these, what are they, 91st? No, 41st. 91st is over here. Same with shock troopers, and there's the Senate Guards, episode 2, episode 3, the old episode 2, Clone Wars clones, what are they called? Shoot, Rancor battalions back there. Key ID, he doesn't have any Galactic Marines, because I don't have any Clone Army Customs at all. I don't have one Clone Army Customs figure. We have our lone Kamino Trooper back there, Mace Windu with that ARF Trooper, because that guy is actually in a Clone Wars episode. He's in the one where they have to get to that city, like that's like, it's on its own like island, basically. We got 2 Commander Krees. We got Horn Company, Aayla Secura with the 327th Clone Trooper back there. He looks kind of weird because that helmet was kind of like modded by my cousin. Then the Gunner, who's I guess 327th because he comes with Aayla in the same set. Pong is back there. We got 3 Obi-Wans with the, what are they called, the 212th. We got Yoda, we got, what's-his-face, Quinlan Vos, Barriss, and Luminara. We got Coleman Trebor, and, oh, what's his name? How am I forgetting his name? Qui-Gon Jinn, because they never got to lead any clone troopers, so this is, their dream is behind them. They wanted to lead. So yeah, that's the clone army right now. It's looking way better. It's looking pretty cool. It's looking really good with these 501st clones. I mean, hopefully I can buy a second one. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, but hopefully I can. So if I buy a second one, we'll see a Building a Clone Army episode. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to start a series of Building a Clone Army. Now, it's gonna be a very slow series, a series with not many uploads, but that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be Building a Clone Army, episode 1, starting right now. it's not gonna be called episode 1, it's just gonna be called 501st Clone Troopers set review, but this will be the start of a series, so look out for possible new clones. What I would probably do is probably not buy the actual figures, like the clone figures, but probably complete like all these incompletes down in here. So that's what I'm hoping to do at some point. So yeah, I want to thank you all for watching this video. If you have made it to the end here to see the finale of the clone army being filled, we have a full green base plate worth of clones and Jedi generals. I mean, that is fantastic. I can't even express how happy I am about this. And yes, it is an off-brand base plate, so that's why it's gray. It's the size of a green base plate, but still, I don't even care. It's still really cool. I'm so happy that I have all these dudes, and I just set all these dudes up, and I was like, wow, I have a ton of Scouts and Kashyyyk dudes. I didn't even realize I had that many. But this is what you gotta do sometimes. I do have a lot of Clone Wars clones. 212 is kind of bare, a lot of incompletes. The Senate guards, they're good. The Senate's protected. I mean, this is just, I'm so happy about this. I'm so happy of all these vehicles over here. I'm so happy my cousin gave me all his Star Wars Legos and just Legos in general, because I mean, that's from him. What else? There's one of those battle packs is from him. That's from him. There might be something else in here from him. This battle pack is from him. I mean, we got a few things from him, and we got that from him. We got that from him. I mean, there's been many things that came from him, and other factions that have come from him. So I thank him so much for that. Now, this is it. This is the end of the video. Subscribe if you're new, because, well, we got the Building a Clone Army series coming to theaters. And yes, I know, it's like I'm copying everyone, because it seems like everybody does a clone building series, but I don't really care. I want to do what I want to do, and I want to make a Building a Clone Army series. So that's what we're going to do. Comment down below your thoughts on the set, and I guess just the Clone Army in general. And yeah, like this video if you like the set in the Clone Army, and I will see you all in another video.